2005 and 2006 were the best years ever. We sold over 30,000 homes each year. 2007, we sold slightly more than 28,000 homes. Down, but definitely not in the tank. No record setter, fewer homes sold in each of the 9 counties. The residential situation is similar to many of the speakers that you heard from. There's some uncertainty, and there's a market seeking direction. Now, as you look at the slides, remember, we're comparing 2007 to the 2 best years ever. There are some rough spots. Except for Boone County, the number of building permits is down. Collectively, permits dropped more than 50% from a peak in 2001. The slowdown in building will reduce the size of the inventory. The bad news is the number of homes coming on the market will be down. The good news, however, the number of homes coming on the market will be down. Another challenge was that some of the homeowners received a triple hit. They couldn't sell their home values have declined, and there's been a big increase in some areas in property taxes. So that's a quick view of the overall area. There's some differences when making comparisons across the counties. In all counties, fewer homes sold in 2007 versus 2006. However, in 5 of the 9 counties, the median sale price actually rose, down only in Hamilton, Hancock, Marion, and Shelby. I use the median price because it's a more stable measure of prices. Now, I'm not trying to paint a rosy picture, but I am saying central Indiana hasn't been hurt as badly as other parts of the country, and I'm predicting we'll come out of the recent downturn a little more quickly. Remember, half of the market are buyers. I think from a buyer's perspective, it's one of the best markets we've seen in a long time. Overall, sales are down 9.7% compared to the same period last year. Of course, there are differences within the counties. Washington Township and Wayne Township and Marion County experienced the most sold homes in absolute terms. You might look at the center of the city, downtown Indianapolis. Look at the developments going on downtown. These projects were completed in 2007 or are expected to be completed between now and 2009. 1,944 units consisting of condominiums, townhomes, brownstones, single-family homes, and apartments will be added to the downtown inventory. Now, a key influence on housing prices is population growth. With the exception of Hancock, the greater the percentage of growth lines up pretty well with the higher average sale price of homes sold within the county. Now, what drives population, at least in the Midwest? Jobs. We've experienced a modestly growing population, and unemployment is holding steady at about 4.5%. One element of home sales that hasn't remained steady over the past 10 years is home financing. Some more good news, bad news. The good news is that the ease of financing allowed many, many more people to buy homes. The bad news is the looser lending practices have led to a lot of distress in the housing market. Distress means foreclosures. Foreclosures remain a problem in our area. The 9-county region saw a 39% increase in foreclosures between 2005 and 2006, and that's a shade below the 42% for the nation. A little better news, we were number 1 in the nation for foreclosures in 2006. We've dropped to 24th. Remember, less than 1% of all homes in central Indiana are in foreclosure. Now, Indianapolis remains the most affordable city for 9 straight quarters. Median household incomes for Marion County sits at $51,295. Now, that translates to a mortgage loan in the $100,000 to $150,000 range. Most homes sold in our market fall within that range. We've looked at a lot of numbers necessary just to demonstrate that the wringing of hands that are reported in the national, even some of the local media, just doesn't necessarily fit the central Indiana picture. A study of rents and home prices undertaken by Fortune and reported in its November 12th issue projects that prices for homes in Indianapolis will rise a tad over 7% over the next 5 years. We're one of only 6 cities predicted to rise out of the 55 metropolitan markets studied. Some good news, some bad news. We're better off than a lot of other markets. However, homes aren't and won't be appreciating rapidly. Another study concluded for Business 2.0 reports in its October issue that Indianapolis is poised for a rebound. In fact, that study places Indianapolis second only to Dallas, Fort Worth, as a city best poised to rebound from the housing downturn. The magazine predicts that the average sale price of homes in Indianapolis will rise around 4% by 2009. There's other studies, one conducted by PMI Mortgage Insurance and another one by Global Insight, and they both predict an improvement in our housing market for 2008. So why the optimism? There's low unemployment, there's an influx of people into the metropolitan area, and the ease of finding a 2,000 square foot home under $200,000 has led many of these researchers to call Indianapolis the nation's most affordable major metropolitan area. So what do I think will happen in residential market for 2008? As others have said, the market is looking for direction. My gut says we are forming a bottom. We expect to see a slight upturn in the housing market in 2008, an increase maybe of 1 to 2% in homes sold. With permits for new homes down by half, we'll see a small reduction in total inventory. If demand remains the same as in 2007, the reduction in inventory will bring a little firmer pricing across the region. However, changes in prices will continue to vary by county and also even within the townships. I'm cautiously optimistic provided interest rates remain stable and that consumer confidence improves and that our inventory continues to decline a little bit. Thank you.